Welcome back to World Coins History. You've heard the saying, old is gold, but these rare coins that are worth more than you might imagine. Before you watch entire video and comment if you find one of these, who knows? Your next treasure could be hiding a fortune. Let's dive in. Top 1. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered, what if this is worth more than just $1? What if, hidden in plain sight, you're holding a small piece of history that collectors across the country are chasing right now? In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, the Sacagawea $1 coin, especially the rare editions connected to the Great Law of Peace. And trust me, this is not just a coin, it's a treasure in disguise. Now, if you're a true coin lover, or just starting out as a collector, you'll want to stick around for every second of this video. Because I'm about to tell you how one seemingly ordinary Sacagawea dollar has shocked the collecting world by selling for thousands of dollars at auctions and coin shows, and how you might be holding one yourself without even knowing it. Let's rewind to the year 2000. The U.S. Mint released the golden-colored Sacagawea dollar to honor the heroic Native American woman who guided Lewis and Clark through the American frontier. But what many people don't know is that the Mint also produced special editions, some with hidden details, rare mint errors, and historical symbolism tied to the Iroquois Confederacy's Great Law of Peace, which inspired the very foundation of the U.S. Constitution. These editions are not just rare, they're legendary among collectors. One version, with an experimental alloy and a misprinted date, was sold in a Florida auction for over $3,500. Another coin with a dramatic double strike and edge lettering from a presidential series fetched more than $4,000 at a coin expo in Arizona. These aren't myths, these are real coins, with real stories, sold for real money, and here's where things get exciting for you. These coins have been found in everyday places, old change jars, inherited coin collections, even pocket change. So don't rush to spend that shiny dollar just yet. Take a moment. Flip it. Check the edge. Examine the details. Does it have misplaced stars? Does the edge lettering look wrong or completely missing? Is the date or mint mark shifted or doubled? These are all signs of high-value minting errors, and they're exactly what collectors pay top dollar for. Now for the collectors watching, here's a golden tip: pay attention to the hairlines on Sacagawea's head, the intricate design of the baby she's holding, and the feathers in her clothing. On rare editions, you'll notice sharper strikes, slight rotations, or even proof-like finishes that were never meant for circulation. If you see anything that stands out, get it graded by PCGS or NGC immediately. A perfect grade can skyrocket the value of your coin overnight. The demand for these coins is climbing fast, and once a new discovery is made, prices shoot up in no time. Just recently, a Sacagawea dollar with unusual alloy mix sold in New York for more than $4,800. That's $1 turning into nearly $5,000, all because of a small mistake during minting. This is why collecting is so thrilling. Every drawer, every old wallet, every forgotten coin roll could hold something life-changing. And that's exactly what this channel is here for, to bring you the latest, rarest, and most valuable coin news so you never miss a discovery like this. So before you walk away from your next dollar coin, look closely. The Sacagawea Great Law of Peace edition isn't just a coin, it's a mystery, a piece of history, and potentially your next big win. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right now if you love rare coin discoveries and collector tips. Turn on notifications so you're always the first to know about coins that are turning heads in auctions and private sales. This is just the beginning, so stay tuned, stay curious, and always check your change. Remember, this very coin has sold for over $3,500 in coin markets across Florida and New York, and one rare error edition was auctioned for more than $4,800 at a private coin show in Arizona. Top 2. Have you ever looked at an old coin and felt like it might be something more than just 50 cents? Well, I'm going to take you deep into the story of one of the most historic and exciting coins in American history, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar. This isn't just any coin, this is a rare piece of patriotic celebration, packed with hidden errors and high-value versions that collectors are hunting like treasure. If you're a coin lover or even just someone curious about what's hiding in your old change jar, don't skip a second of this video. What makes this coin so thrilling is not just its age or design, it's the meaning behind it. The 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar was released to honor 200 years of American independence, and it stands as one of the boldest and most symbolic coins ever struck by the U.S. Mint. On the front, you still see the proud face of President John F. Kennedy, but flip it over and you're met with something special, the image of Independence Hall, the very place where the Declaration of Independence was signed. That design alone is enough to make collectors excited, but there's more to this coin than just good looks. This coin was released in several versions, including a special silver-clad edition that wasn't widely released to the public. Those 40% silver coins were mostly found in collector sets and rarely entered circulation. But a few slipped out, and if you find one, especially in uncirculated or proof condition, you could be holding something that's worth much more than 50 cents, and here's where the thrill really kicks in: errors and varieties. Some 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollars were struck with doubling on the obverse, where you can actually see the doubling in Kennedy's profile or in the inscriptions like, "In God We Trust." Others show die cracks or rotated dies, and these kinds of mint errors have sold for amazing prices. Just recently, one error coin with a noticeable misalignment was sold at a coin show in Texas for over $1,500. Another, a silver proof with deep cameo contrast, was auctioned in California for more than $2,200. And these are just a few of the known sales. Collectors also go wild for full strike coins with clean, sharp details and strong luster. That's why coins graded MS67 or higher, especially silver ones from the San Francisco Mint with an S mint mark, are so in demand right now. Even circulated coins with minimal wear and clean surfaces are picking up value as more people jump into the hobby and realize what they've been missing. For all my fellow collectors and new coin hunters watching this, here's a key tip. Always check the edge of the coin. Silver-clad Kennedy halves will have a smooth edge with little to no copper showing. If you see a bright white or silver edge without that copper color, you might have the valuable silver version. Also inspect the Independence Hall design. If the details are especially sharp or you notice any abnormalities like die chips or weak letters, you might be looking at a coin worth grading. And one more important reminder: never clean these coins. Even if they look dull or dirty, natural wear and toning is preferred by collectors and graders. A cleaned coin loses a lot of value, even if it's rare. Keep it just the way it is and have it looked at by a professional if you think it could be something special. This coin isn't just an old half-dollar, it's a celebration of American history, a memory of President Kennedy, and a rare collectible all-in-one. It's got design, symbolism, limited editions, and hidden treasures that make every collector excited to hunt them down. And the best part? They're still out there. In old rolls, inherited coin boxes, and change jars that haven't been touched in decades. So if you've got a Kennedy half-dollar with the 1776 to 1976 date, go check it right now. You might be holding something that's been sold for over $1,500 in Texas, or even $2,200 in collector auctions in California. Top 3. Have you ever walked past a coin, maybe sitting in your change jar or hidden deep in your drawer, and wondered if it was more than just pocket money? What if I told you that one particular coin, the 2000 Kennedy half-dollar, could hold way more value than what it says on its face? And no, this isn't a fantasy or a rumor. This is the real story of how this modern half-dollar has become a hidden gem among collectors, loaded with rare details and shocking prices in the market. This isn't just another coin with President Kennedy's face on it. This is a coin that flew under the radar for years, and now collectors everywhere are scrambling to find the rarest versions before they disappear completely. The year 2000 might seem recent, but what makes this coin so thrilling is its low mintage, hidden varieties, and mint errors that are now bringing in serious money for lucky collectors across the country. Here's where it gets interesting. The U.S. Mint actually stopped circulating Kennedy half-dollars to the general public after 2001 because of low demand. But the 2000 version was already produced in smaller numbers compared to earlier years. That means fewer were made, fewer are floating around today, and the hunt for them is on fire. The Philadelphia Mint alone produced a limited number, and when combined with error strikes, proof finishes, or extremely high grades, you've got a coin that's not just collectible, it's valuable. Now imagine this: you open an old roll of coins, and there it is, a 2000 Kennedy half-dollar with a bold die clash or a visible doubling on the words, Liberty, or, In God We Trust. Some of these coins were struck off-center, some with broken dies, and some even on wrong planchets. Each of those errors turns your half-dollar into a jackpot waiting to happen. In one auction in Ohio, a collector sold an off-center 2000 Kennedy half-dollar for more than $1,200. Another proof strike with a deep cameo finish was sold in California for over $1,700. Let's talk silver for a second. While the standard 2000 half-dollars are copper-nickel, special silver proof versions were struck in San Francisco and only released in collector sets. These 90% silver coins are highly sought after when graded PR69 or PR70, especially with full mirror surfaces and no flaws. You can recognize these by the S mint mark and the incredible shine they give off when you tilt them in the light. One PR70 silver half-dollar from 2000 sold for more than $2,000 at a show in New York, and that was just last year. For collectors who want to get ahead of the game, here's your pro tip: study the edge and strike quality of every 2000 Kennedy half-dollar you find. Look for those with strong luster, clean rims, and sharp hairline details on Kennedy's portrait. If you find doubling, rotation, or die cracks, get that coin evaluated right away. And don't overlook coins in sealed U.S. Mint bags or original government packaging. They're gold for collectors and often untouched since minting. One thing to always remember: never clean your coins. Even a high-value Kennedy half-dollar can lose its collector appeal if it's been polished or scrubbed. Leave it as is, especially if it came straight from a sealed set or original bank roll. Raw beauty and natural aging always win in the collector market. This coin isn't just a leftover from the year 2000, it's a sleeping giant in the coin collecting world. Between its low circulation, rare mint errors, and high-grade silver proofs, the Kennedy half-dollar from this year is making waves in auctions and private sales. And the best part? It could be sitting right now in your home, completely forgotten, just waiting to be discovered. Collectors from Florida to Illinois have been scooping up these coins and reselling them for impressive prices. A proof silver Kennedy half-dollar was sold for more than $1,700 in Los Angeles, while another with a mint error reached $1,500 in Dallas. These coins aren't just cool, they're in high demand. If you enjoyed learning about this coin and want to know more about rare coins hiding in your change, make sure to hit that subscribe button now. Every week we break down more hidden treasures, collector tips, and real auction sales so you don't miss your chance to find something valuable. The 2000 Kennedy half-dollar has sold for over $1,200 in Ohio, over $1,700 in California, and even crossed $2,000 in New York coin expos and online auctions. Top 4. Have you ever held a coin and felt the weight of history sitting right in your palm? The 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin is not just a dollar, it's a powerful piece of American legacy, wrapped in mystery, rarity, and value that goes far beyond what most people expect. If you're a collector, a treasure hunter, or someone who simply loves the thrill of turning loose change into pure gold, this is the video you absolutely can't afford to miss. This isn't just another old coin, it's one of the most exciting and misunderstood coins in American coin collecting today. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar might look common at first glance, but the truth is, some of these coins are turning up in auctions and selling for thousands of dollars thanks to rare mint errors, low mintage versions, and extremely high grades. Once you hear what to look for, you're going to want to check every dollar coin you come across. The Eisenhower dollar series ran from 1971 to 1978, and in the middle of that run came the 1974 issue, a coin that didn't get much attention at the time, but is now becoming a hot target for serious collectors. This coin features the bold profile of President Dwight D. Eisenhower on the front, and a stunning image of the Apollo 11 moon landing on the back, celebrating both American leadership and space exploration. And yet, hidden among the millions of coins struck, are the rare versions and errors that can make this simple dollar worth a fortune. so here's where the thrill really begins. In 1974, the Mint produced Eisenhower dollars at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But only the San Francisco Mint struck special 40% silver versions, and those silver coins are now incredibly valuable, especially when found in perfect uncirculated or proof condition. One silver 1974 Eisenhower dollar graded PR-70 sold for more than $2,000 in an auction held in New York. Another, with a rare mint error, struck off-center and with a die clash, sold for over $1,500 in Las Vegas, and that's just the beginning. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for the rare Type II reverse, die cracks through the date, or doubling in the letters of Liberty and In God We Trust on the obverse side. These are real details you can find with a magnifying glass, and if you've got sharp eyes and a little luck, you might be holding a coin that's worth far more than just $1. Another exciting detail to watch for is the strike quality. Coins with full luster, clean rims, and sharp details in Eisenhower's hair and the eagle on the reverse are highly valued. Some of these coins even came with mirror-like finishes, especially the silver versions from proof sets, and when submitted to grading companies like NGC or PCGS, these coins have returned home with grades of MS67 or higher, instantly multiplying their value. Now here's a collector's tip just for you: always check the edge of the coin. If it's a silver-clad version, the edge will be mostly silver with only a slight hint of copper if any. Copper-nickel versions show a more defined orange or red stripe, while silver ones are more uniform. That little detail alone could be the key to unlocking a major find. Also be careful with handling, never clean the coin or polish it. Even the tiniest scratch or chemical reaction from cleaning can drop the value by hundreds of dollars. Collectors and grading companies prefer coins in original, untouched condition, natural patina and all. This is what makes coin collecting so incredible. You never know what you're holding until you really look. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar is becoming more popular every single year, and as the demand grows and supply stays limited, the value of these special coins is only going up. Whether it's a silver proof from San Francisco or a dramatic error from Denver, there's value in this coin that many people are still overlooking. One coin from the 1974 Eisenhower series with a rare double die was sold for more than $1,800 in California. Another high-grade proof version from the San Francisco Mint reached $2,100 at a New York coin show. Top 5, and last rare coin. Have you ever held a coin and felt something different in its weight, its history, its design? Let me tell you today about one of the most thrilling coins in American coin collecting, the 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin. This isn't just a coin. This is the very first year the Ike dollar was released, and what makes it so exciting is not just its history but the secret rarities and valuable errors that make collectors go wild across the country. If you love the hunt for rare coins or you're new to this world, stay with me because what I'm about to reveal could change how you see the coin sitting in your drawer right now. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar marked the beginning of a bold new era for American coinage. It was the first circulating dollar coin after the peace dollar, and it honored both President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing. That's right, this coin carries two great American legacies in one powerful design. The obverse features the bold profile of Eisenhower, and the reverse shows the eagle landing on the moon with Earth in the background, an epic tribute to the space age. But here's where things get really interesting. This first-year issue came with multiple varieties, including silver-clad versions and incredibly rare errors that are now selling for thousands of dollars. While most people think the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is just a big old coin with little value, collectors know the truth, and today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what makes this coin so special and how you could spot a hidden treasure. In 1971, the U.S. Mint struck Eisenhower dollars at 3 locations: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D, and San Francisco with an S. But only the San Francisco coins were struck in 40% silver. These silver-clad versions were not released into general circulation. They were sold in special collector sets, so if one ended up loose or in your change, you could be looking at something extremely valuable. Especially if it's in uncirculated or proof condition. Let's talk about errors, because this is where the thrill really begins. Some 1971 Eisenhower dollars were struck with double dies, showing doubling in the date or lettering. Others were struck off-center, or with clashed dies where the reverse image bleeds into the front design. These errors are incredibly rare and can send the value of the coin soaring. One error coin from 1971 was sold in a Florida auction for more than $1,900 just because of its dramatic die rotation. Another proof silver version with deep cameo contrast was sold in California for over $2,500. Now listen to this. There are two types of reverses for the 1971 S-proof coins, known as Type 1 and Type 2. The Type 2 has a sharper, clearer earth and crisper lettering and is much rarer. If you're lucky enough to find a silver proof with a Type 2 reverse in flawless PR70 condition, you could be holding a coin worth serious money. These details matter, and collectors are constantly searching for these hidden features that turn a simple dollar coin into a collector's dream. If you're checking your coins, here's a tip for collectors: always check the edge of the coin first. The standard copper-nickel clad coins will show a distinct copper stripe, but silver-clad versions have a cleaner, silvery edge. Also, look closely at the fields and devices. The cleaner and shinier the surfaces, the more likely it is to be a high-grade coin. And if you see doubling in the date, mint mark, or lettering, you might be holding a true error coin worth grading immediately. Never clean these coins. This is super important. A cleaned coin can lose hundreds in value instantly. Collectors and grading companies prefer original surfaces, even if they're a little toned or dusty. Natural coins, with sharp strikes and no damage, always win the top prices at auction. What makes the 1971 Eisenhower dollar so exciting is that it was the beginning of something historic. The coin itself is large, bold, and full of patriotic design, but what's hidden beneath the surface is what truly brings in the value. Rare strikes, silver editions, proof finishes, and mint errors have pushed this coin into high demand among collectors in the last few years. And because it's a first-year issue, its importance in the hobby will only continue to grow. This isn't a coin that you overlook. This is a coin you hunt for, dig through rolls to find, and study closely with a magnifier, because the tiniest detail could mean the difference between a common dollar and a rare collectible worth thousands. One silver 1971 Eisenhower dollar in perfect PR70 condition was sold in New York for over $2,500. Another Denver Mint error coin was picked up at a Las Vegas auction for more than $1,800. And collectors across the country from Chicago to Phoenix are paying top prices to complete their 1971 dollar sets with the rarest examples out there. So if you've got old coins, make sure you take a second look at your 1971 Eisenhower dollars. You just might be sitting on a piece of American history that's worth much more than you ever imagined. If you love this kind of content and want to stay one step ahead in the world of rare coins, subscribe to the channel right now. Every week we dive deep into the coins that matter, the finds that thrill, and the details that most people miss. Don't forget to like and share this video with anyone who might have a hidden treasure in their coin collection. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar has sold for over $1,900 in Florida, over $2,500 in New York, and similar high values in auctions held in cities like Chicago, Phoenix, and Los Angeles. Stay excited, stay curious, and keep checking those coins, because the next big discovery might just be in your hand right now. Subscribe for more rare coin stories, and let's keep this treasure hunt going strong.